My client bought this late last year, and here's a rundown of the stats. It's in Western Henrico County in a great area right across from a hospital and in a top school district in the RVA area. Henrico County wraps around the city of Richmond, so this isn't far from the city center at all, maybe like 10 minutes. It's a small 3-bed, 1-bath house at only 864 square foot. It was built in the early 50s and was listed at the time for $250,000. When he made his initial offer, it had only been listed a few days and had a couple other offers. So he decided to offer $100 over asking, all cash and as is. It got accepted and he found a few things during the inspection period he wasn't expecting. I think it needed some electrical updates and a new roof. So those were the main reasons we were able to renegotiate $5,000 off the price. Then after finishing his rehab, he planned on holding it long term. Here are some of the pictures of when it was listed. A nice little house, has a carport and a decent sized front yard. He ended up replacing all the windows. Here's the living room. He refinished all the hardwood floors and painted the entire house. Here's the kitchen. He replaced everything in here, all the cabinets, counter, backsplash, floors, and all new appliances. In one of the bedrooms, he had this door cut out here, and on the other side was a pantry in the kitchen, so he drywalled this up. Another bedroom, he had to fix this section of floors here. For the bathroom, I'm pretty sure he was able to just clean this tile up and paint it. Really big backyard. This picture was taken on the back wall where this fence ended. Here's a couple of pictures of the kitchen when he finished. I thought he sent me more pictures after the rehab, but I couldn't find it anymore. So all new floors, appliances, cabinets and counters look really good. He moved the water heater out of the kitchen, then put the oven there, and then put a dishwasher where the oven was. So for the final numbers, he ended up spending around $30,000 for everything. He did a lot of the work himself and subbed out the rest. He didn't use a GC. Other than the cosmetic stuff, he replaced the roof, redid some of the electrical, and he might have changed the HVAC too. But the day after he was finished with the rehab, he had a friend that wanted to rent it that would pay $2,000 a month, and he was happy with that. It never ended up actually being listed for rent, so potentially he could have gotten more than $2,000 on the open market. For the returns, he got a solid 6.3% cash on cash return. That's not a bad return for not using any debt, and if the property appreciates 3 to 4% a year, he'll get a steady, low risk 10% annual return plus the tax benefits. Total cash flow is almost $1,500 a month, and I think a conservative ARV would be about $300,000, so he gained a nice $25,000 in equity. Here's the breakdown of the income and expenses. This is with putting 15% of the rent away for repairs and vacancy. He decided to manage the property himself, so there's no management fee taken out. Only $500 a month in total expenses, and this is what taxes and insurance look like for this kind of property.